Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Blood Rush League Main Bracket Round 1. Today we have Hadria versus Catedral. We currently have Casco on Killer at the moment, first for Hadria, and we are on our Wraith set. So we've got Wraith, Billy, and Demo today. I'm here with my co-caster Mel. Hi, Mel. How are you doing? How are you feeling about today's matchup?
Hey Jan, I'm doing pretty great. The matchup looks interesting. Wraith on Midwich, pretty strong on Wraith, I think. Well, Adams got in first chase real quick, got the stun in, but gets an injure. Will Wraith chase? Vaults the window. Does Adam get the pallet stun here? No stun, but the pallet is down. That's God pallet. Pretty good for a first chase. What do you think, Jen?
I
So
honestly
far.
think that so far he's doing pretty well. I do notice that we've got Sloppy, Bamboozle, Pain Res, and Corrupt.
Oh, and he goes down there. Yeah, Corrupt ends now. That was like halfway through Corrupt or like slightly past half. Um, is there a pain rest hook nearby is the question, I think.
And
Maybe.
unfortunately, with Spectator, we aren't really able to actually see
There,
if that.
there is.
Yeah,
Token goes down. So I think pain rest hit something. Jen probably was maybe halfway through there. Not really sure. But that would have been a good pain rest. Ooh, here's someone maybe. Finds Renato.
how do you feel about Pain Res being used on Midwich? As we know, it can be a little bit tricky with the
It,
RNG.
yeah, it could be pretty hit or miss depending where like the hooks spawn. Sometimes they're all upstairs or all downstairs or like one side. But I think most of the time pain res is reliable enough to be used. I think it's a good pick. Like, I mean, it's one of the most picked perks for a reason, right? Like, it's very strong. The go is for the tunnel out here. Kate does a good body block, but they continue to go for Adam. Adam's dropping the pallets at top of 2. Will Wraith get the down here? Oh, vaults into the Wraith! Oh no! Good mind game from the Wraith. And that will be Adam's second hook. One gen completed so far. There's no more pain rest here. So maybe another gen gets finished? Yep, other gen pops. So that's 3 gens left with 2 hooks on Adam. 2 injures though. I wonder if they'll get a reset or if they're just gonna play through the Sloppy Butcher. It's pretty being injured against Wraith is pretty scary because if they catch you in a bad position, it's very easy to get a free hit in.
Absolutely. And I quite enjoy actually seeing Wraith sets because as we know,
Oh,
Wraith
nice.
it's
Sorry.
it completely relies on team communication to ensure that like the team is communicating effectively and appropriately so in that way they don't get caught out.
Yeah, it's very important to keep tabs on Wraith so that your teammates don't are like in safe positions when Wraith is nearby. Because with how fast Wraith can walk and like while stealth and how strong the lunge is out of stealth, if you're not in a safe position, it's very easy to just get hit.
Absolutely.
Will Wraith? Okay, they're going to go. Someone's here for the unhook. Okay, unhook is done. Wraith is here. Goes straight for the Adam. Adam has a pallet to play. Drops the pallet. Someone is body blocking. Renato. So all 4 survivors are currently injured. Nia and Kate could be either resetting or on gens right now.
It was a very, very unfortunate missed M1 there, but we do see our third generator popping in the distance as we see Casco chasing Adam upstairs. Adam dropping the God pallet downstairs, heading back upstairs, trying to make this chase last as long as possible.
Yeah, I think it's fair that Adam's spending all of the pallets for sure. Like, this is very valuable. Every second Adam gets here is such a big thing for the survivor team because having 3 survivors able to do other things while one is in chase is so much stronger than 2. Ooh, unfortunate with the vault there. Almost gets back over. 1 gen left. I think this is gonna be Adam out. One gen, very strong though from Adam. Double, well played.
I
What
think
do you think,
Adam
Jen?
did, yeah, I think Adam did actually really, really well there with that chase, keeping it going for as long as possible to give his team Cathedral as much time as possible on generators. But we hear the Nia. They are
Oh, they
doing
catch
a
the reset.
reset.
No! Oh, okay, almost.
That would have been so unfortunate. Oh, the Kate just unfortunately dropping the pallet directly on top of Nia. That could have been a very quick down there for Nia,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I honestly thought Wraith was gonna get it there. Just a split second short with the uncloak. But I think does Kate make it? I think Kate makes the pallet here. Yeah, she does. Oh wait, no, she doesn't. Wraith's lunge is very strong. Up she goes. That'll be first look on Kate. We know that the hook in the courtyard is pain res, so they get a pain res here for sure. Generators are courtyard. Is that 9? Oh, no, that's a corridor in front of 3 courtyard, and I think somewhere by 8. Oh wait, no, this is in 3. Okay. Catch urban evading. Pretty
I
sure.
love that. Just
Renato gets it.
seeing Ronaldo just casually urban evading through the pallet there.
I mean, urban evasion has potential to get a lot of value. Does Wraith catch him here? Oh man. Wraith's lunge always catches me off, just how far it goes. That was well played by Wraith. That was not a pain rest though. That was a regular hook. I wonder if that was intentional. I mean, from the looks of it, the 2 out of 3 gens weren't progressed. We have not seen the third. They're resetting, so the third gen wouldn't be progressed either. Amazing lunge there. Good read that the Kate would be hugging the corner.
And we know that the Nia is the only survivor so far that hasn't been hooked. So Nia is the only one left that has a like first hook, fresh hook, to give.
Wraith might go for her. So, alright, I go for Renato. An opportunity to spend more pain res might come here. Renato gets caught. Are they baiting dead hard? Maybe. Renato goes down. Will it be a courtyard hook for pain res? No pain res. They pick Kate up. That means Wraith knows where the survivors are, unless Kate has Unbreakable.
Oh,
So
unfortunately, Kate going back down, but manages to get that stun though.
I think that was a really well played lunge by the Wraith.
Absolutely.
Wraith going for Nia here. Might switch to Renato now. Maybe? Yes. Fakes the cloak. Tries for a lunge around the pallet. Good drop by Renato there. Drops both. Wraith picks one.
Renato building himself a house.
Oh. Wraith wins the mind game there. Well played by Wraith. Wraith doesn't go for the hook though. Smart play, keeping the survivor slugged and going for the last survivor out. If Wraith catches Nia here, that's possibly game.
Trying to listen around to see if we can hear Nia anywhere, but so far I haven't been able to hear any of Nia's cries.
She's injured too, and at least I'm pretty sure she doesn't have like Iron Will, because we did hear her cries earlier when they were resetting. Right? It's gonna check the top floor. Another option, Nia could be trying to finish a gen to make it a 4K0 perhaps, or maybe get an out, but it's a bit risky considering how mobile Wraith is. that gen is still in the same progress rate as when we saw it last time. So, oh, oh wait, no, that's a slug. That's Kate.
But as we see, Renato has been picked up, so Nia isn't on a generator at all. She's going around trying to get resets.
Yeah.
So now we've got both survivors back up. Wondering
Will
if
they?
they are potentially actually doing like a full health reset here.
I think they might be trying to reset Nia because Renato went down fairly recently, and so they still have Sloppy on. It'll take a while to reset Renato, so I think they should reset Nia first, maybe, or they might just play injured and try to go for the unhook and maybe gen pressure.
Which it sounds like that is exactly what they do.
They
The
get the
unhook on
unhook.
Kate.
Kate goes behind the back of two, drops the pallet on bottom two, finds Nia in the locker. Very strong. Was that a head-on attempt, I wonder?
Are we going to go for... Looks like we are going for the
Pain res.
Painter's hook.
Yeah, Nia hasn't been pain rest yet, so this should hit a gen. Yes, and it does. I think Wraith is suspecting it's that top gen. He did take a look at it and is now heading there. Will he kick the door? He does kick the door. So the pain res hit that gen for sure, because it's now regressing. It wasn't regressing earlier. Which gives us info that none of the gens are very progressed. So Wraithen is in a very strong position right now. So it's about 20 to 40%. I didn't get to see the pistons. But they do find the scratch marks of the survivor working on the gen. In a locker, perhaps? Or no, went for walk. Probably urban evaded a bit.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the Renato may actually be... Is Renato our last pain res hook?
Yes. Renato has been hooked twice, but hasn't been pain rest yet. So Wraith might be wanting to pain res for the might be wanting to hook him courtyard here for pain res. Renato dies fairly close to courtyard, so they're within range of a pain res hook. But it doesn't matter as they finish the last gen. Strong, they surely double stack that generator. Well played by the survivors. That was a good recovery from the position they were in earlier with two people on the floor and one injured.
Absolutely. Cathedral survivors are doing really, really well. And Casco finds our Kate upstairs. Oh, jumping in the locker, forcing that M1 miss.
And then forcing the locker grab. Okay. I have a feeling Nia has to be in the other game. Nia should take the one out here because I don't think it's possible. Wait, no, she's dead. My bad. I miscounted my hooks. Yeah, Nia should escape with the time given to her. Or not. She wasn't at the gate right away. Wait, does Wraith find her? Wraith does. Does Nia find Hatch before it's too late? It doesn't look good.
This definitely looks like a 4K0 for Hadria at the moment.
Currently.
I don't think Nia's going to be able to break away to be able to try and create that little bit of distance to see if she can get Hatch or not. I don't think she has that possibility here.
Wraith just has to play this really patiently, because if they corral Nia here and prevent her from leaving the area, she can't go find Hatch. Exactly. And also Nia, a shout out to Nia there for walking around the loop pretty much the entire time, preventing any bloodlust game. That was a very strong play. Bloodlust 1. Nia goes through the window.
FDS is playing this really, really patiently. Both Casco and FDS, I should say, are actually, they're playing this incredibly patiently.
if Nia manages to get distance here, she can maybe make her way to somewhere else to the adjacent rooms and might find Hatch. So Wraith is playing this very smart and corralling her into these two rooms where they know the Hatch isn't here. So it's just a game of patience and waiting for Nia to make a mistake. And they finally catch Nia for the 4K0. I think this was a very strong game for both sides. There were lots of good plays from both teams, and that was very, very good, very good. It was pretty close, I feel.
Absolutely. Both teams played insanely well this game. So as we see, that is a 4K at 0. We now will be moving on just after a very short intermission. We'll be moving on to Cathedral on Killer while Hadria plays Survivor. So stay with us. We'll be back after a very short intermission. Hello everyone and welcome back to match 2 of set 1. We currently have FDS on Wraith at the moment for Cathedral with Hadria Survivors. Welcome back, Mel. How are you feeling about match 2?
Oh, I'm very excited to see how it goes. FDS played a very strong game of Survivor last game, and I want to see how they play in Killer. Seems they found David at I think around 12, top 12, and got the very early hit. We can see here that there is blood favor in play. Gets the pallet drop right as blood favor expands. So it's sloppy, ruin, blood favor, corrupt. What do you think of the build, Jen?
Oh, unfortunately, it looks like just as we say that, Ruin has now been removed. So,
well, I think Ruin is still in play. I think it was blood favor that dropped.
Oh, that may have been blood favor. But yeah, not seeing the use of pain res. Like, as we know, pain res can be extremely finicky when it comes down to the RNG placement. Which sometimes with pain res on mid-witch, it will work out in your favor, whereas other times it just absolutely won't. But as we see, David has just been put on hook. Adam is now taking chase, managing to get the stun, but unfortunately getting hit through the pallet at the same time.
Very strong first injury there on Adam by the Wraith. Also, Wraith turning there and faking that they were going for Adam, making Adam drop the pallet, was a very, very good play. And they got a pallet as they were dropping chase with Adam, which is extra value. Jen and May in the courtyard is about to pop though from the sounds of it. It sounded like 80 to 90%. However, if they force survivors off, Ruin will get lots of value there. Okay, body blocks by David. Will David get to the pallet in time? Yes, they do.
They run back through Wraith, knowing that that pallet has been dropped, even though it's quite an unsafe pallet.
Especially against Wraith's lunge. Like, Wraith is able to, like, lunge around the... turn that whole locker area into a 50-50 with how far their lunge can reach. But Wraith gets the hit here on the pallet fall. Very strong. That was the pallet Adam dropped earlier, by the way, when Wraith dropped chase with him. If that pallet was up, David maybe could have gotten like a pallet drop there. But it was unfortunately down.
And as we see, we've already got one generator that has been completed so far.
It was, yeah, the Jen and main. Wraith is also hooking near their Ruin Totem, which is a very strong play. So they could hold, the Ruin is at like top of 2. So they could hold like this whole area with the Survivor on the hook. I think 2 or 3 generators are here. And Ruin itself. However, the Survivors are on Jen at bottom of 10. Bottom 10, sorry. Catches Ace with a beautiful lunge. A very strong body block into a very good lunge. But gonna drop chase and patrol back upwards. Sloppy Butcher is gonna get lots of value here with the hit and run style like this.
And as we know,
Survivors,
Wraith is Wraith's the go-to hit and run killer.
for real, yeah. Getting those ambush hits with the uncloak lunge, very strong, like what happened on Claude with Claude here. This Claude does go down as there's no resources in this area. They unhook David, so David doesn't die on hook, but Claude gets hooked in exchange. Will Wraith go back for David here? It seems like the play. They could also go and patrol generators. That's another, because forcing survivors off the generators, even if you don't confirm a hit out of it, will get value out of Ruin. But they might get the down on Ace here. We'll see. With the lunge? Oh, just short. But they break the pallet at 10, bottom 10. So there's no more, the room there is a bit dry on resources. Strong chase by Ace so far. Very good use of resources here in main. Both the window and the pallet. Oh, unfortunately, Wraith does an excellent mind game. Gets Ace in the end. Still a very strong chase by Ace. Strong chase by Ace.
That was a good rhyme there.
Bit of a tongue twister.
So we are down to only 2 generators left. Ace has been put on his first hook. We catch Claudette. We see that 2 survivors were actually there. Resetting as Claudette just gets a beautiful, beautiful pallet stun there on FDS. Manages to make a decent amount of distance too.
FDS drops there to check Ruin. That's also what do you call that? Very good patrolling the totem. The longer the Ruin stays in play, the more regression they're able to get out of this. Because if the survivors don't want to play injured and Wraith is doing hit and runs on them, they have to play around sloppy, which increases their heal time, which means more time Ruin ticks off the gen each time they get injured. It's a very strong combo on Wraith. Oh, body blocks on Adam here. This room doesn't have resources. This is the same room Claude was caught earlier. Adam's injured now. Once again, going to check, I believe, their totem. They hear the survivors. The survivors probably saw the totem, but decided to go for gen pressure instead of the totem. Does Claude go down here? It's pretty scary. She has a pallet to play with. This is a pretty safe pallet. Oh, good mind game by Wraith. That's really good double back.
Unfortunately, our Claude goes down. This will be...
second hook.
Yeah, Claude's second hook. Now, hooking very close by Ruin. Ruin has gotten a decent amount of use for FDS. Ooh, Adam getting the pallet stun.
The extra long duration stun there because they were cloaked. Oh.
A little bit of a mind game. Which catches Ace off guard.
They might have called that Wraith must be going back to the hook because they disappeared around the corner towards the direction of the hook. Very close lunge on the Ace. That was pretty unfortunate. The mind game of disappearing towards of going back towards the hook and then returning to this area seems to be catching the survivors off. Well, it confirms into a hit this time. Very strong.
Again, doing another hit and run as we see both David and Adam are both healthy. Now Claudette is also healthy, so
Claudette these survivors.
Claudette just taking the tag there. David now also taking a tag, so our Adam is the only survivor at the moment that is not injured.
And also hasn't been hooked. David and Claude are both on death hook, so Ace, I think, takes the down here for their teammate. Very strong body block by Ace. That was good, because I think if Ace wasn't taking that body block, David dies there. Alright, now 3 survivors are on death hook. Adam hasn't been hooked at all. Does Claude die here? Does she make it to the pallet?
Oh.
No! just short. Unfortunate. Okay. And I think that's Claude as first death. 2 gens left. Not Adam. Ace and David are both injured and on death hook. So it's a bit of a precarious position for the survivors. This could snowball very quickly unless they're able to perhaps get a reset.
FDS able to hear that this chem lab generator was being completed.
Does he drop down to 12? He does. Ruin once again getting more value here. So even if they drop Chase here, the survivor has to run all the way upstairs and down the call and back onto the gen. So the gen will lose a decent amount of progress. Yeah. Checks the gen to make sure a survivor didn't pick it up. Oh, they catch the reset. Ace is going to get injured again. Ace is doing a phenomenal job body blocking for their team.
Ooh,
Wraith gets the body block on the pallet and Ace goes down. I think that's Ace out of the game.
That was a beautiful, beautiful body block by FDS as well.
It was excellent, yeah. Well played by both players there. Oh, do they catch David here? Wait. David just sticks the gen. Could be playing for Hatch. This might be a Hatch play. Might have realized that. Slugs David. Add-on value there. Breaks the break and vault speed add-on, I believe they're running. Pretty sure it's Swift Hunt Shadow Dance. Both add-ons have been getting decent value this game. Uh-oh.
It looks like both survivors have now just kind of given up.
Possible. Yeah, and that's game.
So this will now secure a 4K at 2, which will mean that Hadria will take the first set.
Very strong play by both teams, I feel. And shout out to FDS's Wraith, able to get such a good performance considering how fast Blood Favor dropped. The hook just respawned, as we could see from the smoke appearing at the bottom of the hook there. And so they're able to hook David here.
Both teams did such an amazing job that match. They did an amazing job with both matches, to be honest.
Yes. Both teams had very strong killers and very strong survivors. It was a pleasure to watch and commentate over.
Absolutely. I always love seeing raid sets. I don't know what it is, but yeah, raid sets, they make me happy.
Wraith is a fun character to watch.
Absolutely. And with that, we will be back after a very short intermission. We'll be getting into our Billy set where we are going to be having Cathedral on Killer first. So stick with us. We will be back after a short intermission. And welcome back everyone to match 1 of set 2. We have FDS again on Killer for Cathedral, and I did want to correct a slight mistake that I made with the last match. I meant to say that the first set goes to Cathedral, but we see here FDS manages to find the David fairly quickly, and that's a very, very quick down. Mal, what do you feel about Billy on Greenville?
I think I'm not a Billy player myself, but I've seen Billy perform pretty well in this map. Lots of rocks you could curve around, I feel. And the jungle gems are playable. I mean, it's Billy, right? But Billy is a pretty solid killer. Also, I just want to big props to that really clean curve for that first down. It looks like is that eerie engravings? And unfortunately, I cannot see the second add-on. It's a bit too blurry for me. But that's for sure eerie engravings. Does he get the curve here? Curves into the palette. Ace faults just in time.
That was a phenomenal curve, though.
Looks like FDS is a very, very strong Billy. Strong killer in general, both games so far. As for the build, it seems to be Ruin, Pop, Eruption, Corrupt. Oh, a bit early on the curve there. Also, I'm pretty sure Claude is running no neither.
Yes.
She is broken.
So, as we know, No Mither is a staple for Billy sets to kind of help a little bit, like prevent the kind of like slugging snowball.
Yeah, that is fair. You know, the insta down is less scary when, you know, when you're permanently injured.
Absolutely, absolutely. I myself absolutely hate running No Mither, only because I'm not the best looper, so it always terrifies me.
Hey, that's fair. I mean, I am a killer main. I don't often play Survivor as much, so I personally don't run Gnome either because I don't feel confident in being able to avoid getting M1. But if you could get value out of it, it would be very strong against a killer that's trying to slug.
Absolutely.
Billy goes in front there, dashes in front of David to cut off Shaq. Bounced Claude with an M1. Will Billy get David here? No. Shaq pallet goes down.
That protection hit by Claude was really good to give David that little bit of extra time to extend the chase a little bit longer to try and get as much generator progress as possible for their team.
Yes, and as well, another protection hit. It looks like if Billy doesn't pick Claude up here, Claude is going to constantly be getting no mither value from these protection hits. But I can see the vision Billy has. If Billy is able to get David down, and they could hook Claude and David, and that would be such a strong position for the killer.
Oh, unfortunately, only just missing David by literally the skin of David's teeth. Adam coming in for a body block. David dropping, but immediately, unfortunately, going down thanks to the stagger. Adam now being caught off guard a little bit, but
crouch tech?
Yeah, managing to actually dodge Billy's chainsaw there.
Very strong. Good looping around the rock. I think Billy will drop this to pick David up here. Looks like it. Oh, slightly short. I think Claude goes down here.
Ooh.
Or not. I'll be honest, I felt that lunge should have hit. Flashbang? But not quite. Oh, Firecracker, sorry.
Hadria's survivors are playing exceptionally well, doing really, really well with trying to take these body blocks to prevent trying to prevent the tunnel out, keeping David in the game for as long as humanly possible. David only being taken out of the match at 2 generators remaining. So Hadria, they are doing really well here.
2 gens left for first tunnel out is pretty solid. So Billy knows that they were trying to attempt the gen up there. And so they go back to check it. Catch Adam. Adam, very good spin. Ruin was up there. I wonder if the Adam noticed it. Adam's going to the arcade. No, outside the theater. Oh, very good chainsaw hit there.
That was a very, very clean curve.
So they get the hook here.
So our ace is the only survivor left who has not been hooked just yet.
Scratch marks, and they see the survivor. It's Claude. I think Billy gets the M1 trade here. Oh. It's waiting a bit. If Billy is able to keep one hooked and one slugged, and the person that's slugged is not Claude, I think they're in a winning position for a 4K1. What are our 3 gens at? It is, I think, was that 5 mid of map? And oh, that was really good. Oh, it is a solid 3 gen right now. Is that statue? Yeah, it looks like. Oh wait, no, this is top of mid. Sorry, my mistake. This is front of 2, 4, and I think 8. But they catch the survivor here. One's still slugged. If Billy can end this chase really quickly. Ooh, they pick up the slugged survivor. Ace is doing an excellent job mind gaming and dodging these chainsaws. Swing was slightly short there, unfortunate.
And as we know, when it comes to Greenville and the setup of the generators, it's usually always best to kind of try and leave main and statue to be the last generators to be repaired, so you've got a really wide generator spread. Unfortunately, it seems like statue was one of our first generators to actually be completed here. So Hadria survivors have got themselves into a little bit of a tough position at the moment.
It's a trade-off, right? If they feel a bit if the game feels a bit sketchy, you might want to smash out those safer generators to at least guarantee a good result or a better result. Because if you're not able to do those, like the main and statue generator, and you die at like 4K4, 4K3, it's a bit rough. But at least getting those 2 done guarantees you'll get at least 2 gens done. But they are stuck now, and the resources are running out, and the amount of hook states left are dwindling, and it's now 1v1, well 2v1, but the other survivor is slugged, and I believe they don't have Unbreakable. So this might be it for the game. It might be a 4K1. It depends. Not over until it's over. The ace is performing admirably, by the way. Very strong looping by the ace.
Oh, unfortunate miss.
Getting stuck on the locker there. Oh, that was a beautiful curve. Good stuff. And I think that is game at a 4K1. Oh. Delhi. Game's not over yet.
And that's why we never try to celebrate that little bit too early, especially if a survivor has been put on a hook, because Delhi can always be a bit of a tricky perk.
For sure. Delhi, decisive strike, perks like that. It's like sometimes it's not over till it's over, you know?
Exactly.
Will Billy find the slugged survivor?
Or is Ace potentially... No.
I think also the slugged survivor currently, have they been hooked? I don't think so. Have they?
That is a good question.
Oh wait, no, I think they've been hooked once, because we have 8 hook states right now, I think. Unless I'm miscounting the pips in the lower left corner. Because Ace is on their first hit because they delied off. The other two are dead, so that's 6 plus 7. Oh, in the corner. Oh, Ace attempts a generator. Oh, trying to make it a 4K0. Very close. The gen was like at 70%? 75? Yes, the other survivor has been hooked once.
So this will not be a fresh bleed out.
And the survivor bleeding out in the corner, the Adam. And the hatch close. 4K1. Pretty good. We'll see how the other...
Yeah, both teams played absolutely phenomenally. They should be very, very impressed with their gameplay on both sides.
A big shout out to the Ace with that really exceptional looping when Billy was in chase with them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so with that, we will be back after a very short intermission where we'll be seeing Hadria on Killer while Cathedral play Survivor. And welcome back everyone to match 2 of set 2. We have Hadria now on Killer at the moment with Cathedral on Survivor. So we've got Rocket playing for Hadria this time round. Welcome back, Mal. How are we feeling about this with a, oh my goodness, a very quick, almost a quick down there.
Feeling very excited. All the games so far have been very fun to cast and watch. Oh my, Undying. Was that Undying and Ruin going immediately? And the blind. I believe that was a firecracker. Interesting build on the Billy with Corrupt going about 1/3 or 2, almost halfway before first down, and Merciless Storm with Ruin and Undying. Eerie Engraving as well. Okay, I think Ruin is Ruin still in play? I'm not sure if the icon is faded out, Jen, I'm sorry.
I'm not quite sure either. I think I don't see... Yes, we see one totem, so Ruin does look like it is still in play.
Okay, so we have Ruin, Merciless Storm right now as the 2 perks active.
I haven't seen Merciless Storm be active in a comp game in quite some time, so I'm actually kind of excited to see Merciless.
The survivors should know that it's up by now because the gen finished. So the survivors are aware that Merciless Storm is in play. And the survivors probably are aware that there was Undying involved, at least. Or at least another hex, but they'll probably correctly guess it's Undying considering Ruin is still alive.
Or Ruin was just cleansed, just as you said that too. A little bit of Caster's Curse.
Not unfortunate. So now we're just down to Merciless Storm. Let's see how Billy goes. Very strong performance right now, though. We have 2 survivors on hook, 1 on second hook, 1 on first hook. Both of them are around the same area of the map. Will Billy be able to defend both of these downs? So they have to beat a 4K1. And so far, it's looking quite promising with a big momentum shift for Billy here. Very strong. Survivors have to recover from this or they're in big trouble.
This could be very, very challenging for Cathedral survivors to actually be able to pull this back.
If Billy is able to just patrol the center part of the map and prevent any survivor from safely crossing, they might be able to hold both of these until they die. And if that happens, it's going to be hard for the survivors.
Exactly, and that looks like exactly what Rocket is actually trying to do at the moment, staying very close to both hooks at the moment, keeping a very close eye to see if there's anyone potentially lurking around as we see our first death.
FPS goes down, someone goes second hook. So they have 70 seconds to rescue the second person. Oh, they could possibly get 2 gens done before the second person dies. Oh, they get them. Okay. However, will Billy be able to tunnel them out? The pallet has been used. It's not looking good for Renata right now. Renato goes down, picked up, and it's now a 2v1 of 4 gens.
This is a very, very tricky spot for Cathedral survivors at the moment.
If Billy gets it down here, it could be... It is going to get very close to game. Oh, that was a really good dodge. Was that life? It felt like life, I think. Maybe. Oh. Good window fake, but gets him with a curve. Alright, so this is going to be 1 on hook. A gen here is almost done, but I think no one is on it. Get the generator regressing. All Billy has to do now is find the last survivor, and if they do, I think that is game. The survivors somehow have to do at least 4 generators before dying, but it doesn't seem likely as Billy finds the scratch marks going into Shack. Finds Kate going into Shack.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was so close. Kate has to drop Chat Pallet here. Billy gets the M1. Very smart to do that short swing there. A guaranteed value. Or at least better than getting no value at all from charging Chainsaw there. Just has to land 1 M1 or 1 Chainsaw and that's game. And I think that was definitely a lunge. Oh my. Very good hit by Billy. Are waiting for a Mori? Or no, going to pick up and hug. 4K4. What do you think, Jen? Very strong performance.
Rocket did absolutely amazing just there. Like, that was such a phenomenal snowball.
And Billy gets the Mori here. Instead of hooking. A little chainsaw Mori. 4K. Ow.
And with that, that is a 4K4. So we will actually be moving on to our tiebreaker. So we will be seeing, I believe it's demo next. Which this is actually going to be quite an exciting set.
It is. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, so am I. So stick with us. We will be back after a very, very short intermission, and we'll be getting onto our tiebreaker set in just a moment. And welcome back everyone to match 1 of our tiebreaker. We have Rocket for Hadria on demo at the moment with Cathedral and Survivors. We are on ARP. How are you feeling about this match? I know that you quite enjoy this map with Artist, Mal.
It's a very fun map on Artist because you can like separate the map into 2 down the middle. You know, you have the top half with main or the bottom half with Shaft. Most of the time, like a 3-gen spawns and 3-gen on one side, 4-gen on the other, or usually like 3 and 1 middle. On demo, it'll be interesting. The portal provides very good map mobility, and if it's Rocket on demo, they performed outstanding on Billy last set. So I'm looking forward to their play, and already very impressed with that first down on the window in main. Very strong first chase. It looks like our perks are Corrupt Agi, Pain Rest, and Rapid Brutality.
And that was such a beautiful, like, long shred there. Being able to actually manage to hit FDS through that window. FDS unfortunately wasn't able to clear the window before Rocket was able to down him. And as we heard, I believe it was the Ace that was still sitting on the generator when Pain Res procced.
You're right, yeah. We did hear an Ace scream. It looks like they're going to be patrolling this top area. It looks like it's a gen on 2 behind main and on 10, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, sorry, 11, not 10. Oh, but they do find a gen here in main. Gets a hit with a M1 by 8. Very strong. Use this, the shred used there to check for Killer Instinct as she ran over the portal was very good. However, they drop the chase to go back top because they get the pull off the hook. Will JDS be the tunnel again? FDS, sorry.
It looks like Rocket is planning on doing that. Trying to... Oh my goodness.
2 gens pop. It's alright. Those were gens at the bottom, so they still have their 3 gen. A firecracker attempt by Renato. Unfortunately, doesn't blind, and Renato takes an injure for that. Looks like they're going to slug to get another down, possibly. Will this shred hit? It does!
So we've
Very solid play.
We've got the tunnel out here, and we've got the Renato on the ground, so this is actually quite a promising position. Again, like, just as we saw with Rocket last match with Billy, able to get 2 survivors very close by on hook. If he's able to pick up the Renato and hook Renato close by as well, could be in a very similar position as what he was with last match with Billy.
Yeah, it looks like though they're leaving Renato slugged on the ground because if you notice, both gens popped on the other side, so they know both survivors are on the opposite end of the map. So if they pick up Renato now, the survivors can sneak over. But if they immediately go main, the survivors are trapped and they have to play like I have to sneak past the demo in main game.
We see a survivor here on the left. I believe that might be our ace.
Yeah, I think it is ace by like 4. Yeah. So this is a really, really strong position right now. They desperately need to sneak across this main. And ARP's main is very narrow. It's very easy to guard. So Ace goes here at the same time. Very good coordination for both of these survivors. Laurie and Ace go at the same time. Unfortunately, they get what do you call that? They get the pull on Renato, but Mia dies. Renato goes down again. Okay, we have agitation in play, so we could possibly get the skirt trip. Will a pallet save happen? I don't think so. No, the survivors are not in position. They might go for a regular hit here instead of a skirt truck. Oh no, they do go for a skirt truck. Interesting. I was thinking that they might have like decided not to go for a skirt truck, considering 2 gens popped and the 2 survivors in play would not be on gens up till now, so there won't be a gen with major progress. But fair play, trying to get that guaranteed value while we can right now.
Oh,
survivor on the floor.
That was such a beautiful shred too, and
excellent play.
I absolutely love demo sets. Demo was my first ever killer that I started to main when I first got the confidence to actually start maining going into killer. So
that's fair.
Anytime, yeah, anytime I see a demo set, it makes me so happy. Like Demo and Spirit will always have my heart. I absolutely love both of those characters, so being able to be here and cast a demo match with you, Mel, is just an absolute pleasure.
Oh, I'm really happy that you're enjoying it. Demo is a very fun killer. My best friend plays them quite a bit, and they are very fun to play against and play as well. However, my heart will forever be with Unknown, my favorite killer. Demo gets the hit here, BT hit for it with endurance.
And
will they go commit?
We did notice as well that the Renato unfortunately wasn't able to get saved in time and managed to actually hit second. So this will be Renato's death.
Yeah, we also know that Laurie ran up to 10. So while they were picking Renato, Laurie probably went down through 9 and then went for the unhook there. So we know where both survivors are. They might try a reset here, but will Demo get there in time? So they see scratch marks?
We know that the only survivor that has not been hooked at the moment is our ace.
And they're in chase right now. Really good shreds. Really, really good shreds. Ace is in chase. Will they be going down? They didn't go for the reset, so it was an unhook and then split up immediately. I think the goal here is Ace takes chase top while they try to finish the gen, so it's a 4k2 instead of a 4k3. However, Ace goes down. This could be a possible pain rest. If pain rest connects here, I don't think they finish the generator in time.
Which does look like Rocket is trying to make it up here to a pain res hook.
Pain rest goes through. Scratch marks are seen. Is it going for a sneaky unhook? What's Laurie up to? Very close to Shack, so a hatch play is very risky here if that's their decision, but Demo knows that she's around. She saw the scratch marks. Gen is not no, the gen is regressing. Oh, is Demo gonna check basement? No? They are injured, so unless they have Iron Will, they will be quite loud. And I'm fairly certain they didn't have Iron Will. They were... I think we heard them earlier when they were injured. I may be wrong, though. Is this a camp out at the hatch close? It's looking like it. However, if they snuck around to the opposite end... Oh, no, it looks like... Well, they are currently attempting to sneak out to the opposite end of the map, and it's not Iron Will. Okay. They're probably... So the goal here probably is to try and finish a generator for a 4k2. Have to be... Uh-oh. Will it be? No. Oh, no, it was. It was the correct portal. I wonder if they saw it with Shred. Because they were charging Shred occasionally, hoping to get Killer Instinct, and it might have given them Killer Instinct there. Does Laurie get caught here? A fake swing into the wall, perhaps? Forces the ballot drop, and Laurie gets caught. Very strong play. Will we see a Mori, or will it be a hook?
Looks like it's going to be... Oh, no! We are going to see Mori.
We're going to see your Demo Mori. Oh! Laurie wiggles away there for a bit, but she gets caught. And poor Laurie gets her face eaten. Oh.
If only it was a Steve. And with that secures a 4K at 3. We will be back after a very short intermission to see how Cathedral go on Killer next. And welcome back everyone to our final set of the tiebreaker. We currently have FDS on Killer for Cathedral with Hadria on Survivor. As we saw last match, we got a 4K at 3. So FDS is going to need to get a 4K at 2 to potentially secure the win.
I mean, it's looking like it might be a possibility. We've seen very strong play from FDS every single time they've been playing, so...
And I meant to say a 4K at 4, not a 4K at 2.
It's alright.
My brain is not braining today, so I do apologize for that.
It looks like the build is the same, except they swapped out Agi Painres for Undying Corrupt. Oh, sorry, Undying Ruin. My brain isn't braining either. Corrupt halfway through. They've spotted the survivors, so if you notice there, Jen, they were trying to hold the middle of the map to keep the survivors corralled on one side for as long as possible. However, Undying goes down because it has spawned on the other edge of the map, but Ruin is here. It is likely Ace has spotted Ruin in Comstead, as it's pretty exposed right next to that locker. Ooh, a nice shred on Ace.
Unfortunately,
Well,
the totem RNG wasn't really working out for FDS favor just there. With yeah, both totems in a little bit of a dicey position.
such is the life of totems. It's always hit or miss, I feel. Whether or not you get a good totem spawn or not. However,
Absolutely.
David is now in chase. That's an amazing shred here. And breaks the pallet. That's a pretty strong pallet at 4 there. It's now out of the way. So survivors slowly gonna lose resources over time. Breaks main door. So now main has 2 entrances. And the window. Well, it looks like they might get an M1 here. Or a shred. Looks like it was an M1. Rapid brutality procs. Okay. Will they get the shred here? They get the shred. That was a really good shred. I feel that shred could only happen because of rapid. If they were slightly slower, the survivor could have probably made it for another loop around that pallet before having to try and drop it like that. Okay, we see scratch marks going down to bottom mid.
Oh, that was a very, very quick pull.
Pre-drop. Yeah, that was a fast pull. It looks like someone must have been lurking around there. Probably the survivor working on the gen, as we saw the gen was slightly in progress. The gen at 10 seems to be almost done though. Worked on by Claude. Will they be able to stop Claude here? It looks like it's we do with a very good lunge. Fix Claude. Where will we put Claude here? It's looking like they're going to put Claude near this gen that's almost complete and possibly proxy camp it. Oh, the survivors sneak the gen and get it done right as they were approaching the hook. Very good play by the survivors. However, Claude is hooked in this pallet. This hook next to that gen that was finished, and the pallet is gone. So it's a slightly more barren area of the map now. David once again in chase. David is on first hook. Crouches. I believe that was an attempted crouch deck. To try and dodge Demo's lunge. Or shred. It looks like they're tapping their M2 to try and fake shred. Which is very solid. Downs David here. Very good shred at the pallet. And another hook. David on death hook? Oh no, on first hook. Wait. My mistake. Someone else was. It was Adam that was on first hook, I think. So Claude, Adam, and David are on hook 1. Top mid gen is almost complete. Sounded about 80 to 90%. Ace and chase. The pallet here was already used earlier. Let's get the shred. Almost. Slightly short. However, they're checking Shack, which is about 50% done. Ruin getting value right now. Oh, Adam got stuck on the rock. That was very unfortunate. Now, unless I've been miscounting my hooks, Adam should be on second here. And it looks like, at least I didn't miscount that one. Bottom mid about 5 to 10%. Top mid was quite progressed, and it looks like Shack was like 50%.
Another very quick pull there as well.
They're very aggressive with their unhooks currently. It's quite interesting. Ruin did go down, I think. Or is it? No, Ruin's still up. Never mind. Oh, they find the 2 here.
Beautiful pre-drop of that pallet there to stop the shred from being able to go any further.
Yes, gets him a bit of distance. Claude is the one that's going to be picked for chase. Does Claude get here? That was almost a good flare out. It was very close to missing. Really good shred though. David coming up to the... No, doesn't go for the vault. Instead proceeds to go around. Will shred connect here? Also, same place Claude got hit. Very good play with these shreds.
As we see Shaq popping up in the distance as well.
There was probably only one survivor there, as the shock was 50% earlier. And it did take a while. Oh, that was a very good crouch. Follow-up shred hit. Ace gets hooked. I think that's the last fresh hook survivor. So everyone's on 1 at least. David is on 2. Got another portal. And we're teleporting, I believe, back up the top where the 3-gen is happening. Gen's about 70%. Adam, ooh.
That looks
like
like
a lag.
Yeah.
That looked like a bit of lag right there.
I think the lag worked in Adam's favor a little bit just then.
No, for real. Yeah, he snapped to the right. Maybe it was a spectator bug, unsure. But it really did look like Adam slid to the right there as the launch started. Oh, almost. 2 survivors here, I think. A fault? Yeah, it's 2 survivors. It's David and Adam. Sorry, David and Ace. Goes to teleport back up top. Very good awareness that the gen is almost done, and they're probably going to be pressuring it. Very good read. The survivors stick it to finish. Will it be a pull? No, it wouldn't, but it will be a down. So we're down to 2 gens now. Okay. That is Adam dead. Ooh, David trying to bait a swing there. The question is, do you think Demo will make it to a hook here? I think he might. I think he's fine. It was only 1 swing.
Ooh.
Wait. No, not if the body block happens. Very strong body block by Ace. All right. It's going to be pretty close here. Will they get clawed? They have to get clawed really quick here. Otherwise, they lose so much pressure on the survivor. Is Claude going edge map? No, she placed this pallet here. Oh, but she floats back in. Unfortunate.
FDS making a beautiful read there on the Claudette.
Yeah, very well played. FDS has been shown to be able to play these mind games very strong whenever they're on killer. Okay, I have a feeling that this is the most progressed gen here at bottom mid. Ooh, it pops, unfortunate, right as they get back here too.
And the David vaults directly into FDS's face as well.
A hook trade. A little spin from Demo.
And as we see, with the generators coming down to...
Is that a flash map? Oh no, firecracker. Yeah.
With the generators coming down to only 1 generator left, that does secure the win for Hadria. So our tiebreaker set goes to Hadria.
Yeah, and those are all the survivors down. Very strong play. Even if the set Hadria got the set here, props to Cathedral. They also played a very good game these 3 sets. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very strong on both sides. Very close, in my opinion.
And as we know, when it comes to FDS, FDS is able to mind game so exceptionally well as both killer and survivor, as we saw with FDS's play with the Nia at the end of second match of our first set with the Wraith on
Yeah,
Midwich.
against the Wraith. Very patient play by FDS. It was excellent.
That was so enjoyable to actually watch that 1v1 essentially. It was great.
It was a very close game, I feel. It could have gone either way.
Absolutely. And with that concludes this matchup against Hadria versus Cathedral, with Hadria taking out 2 sets to Cathedral taking out 1. It was an absolute pleasure co-casting with you, Mel, and wanted to say massive big props, big congratulations to both teams. Both teams played exceptionally well tonight.
Yes, they played really well, and it was very fun games to watch and cast for sure. Thank you for having me, Jan. I appreciate you letting me be here, and it was really fun.
It's always a pleasure casting with you, Mel. And with that, that will conclude the end of this matchup. Thank you everyone for coming by and supporting both teams, and we will catch you in the next one.